Episode 575 of the TV Dudes, recorded January 23rd, 2026. His and Hers.
Alright, this week it's not just his and it's not just hers, it's both. In the Netflix crime series that had us guessing till the very end.
Not about whether the main characters were good people.
No, they're both a goddamn mess, but the show was great.
Yeah, but before we get into it, I'm Les.
I'm Nick.
And we're the TV Dudes. And you know his'n and her'n isn't all we got up to this week.
What are we ourin'?
What's the
ourin'? What's ussin'?
I call it an ussy.
It belongs to us. To the Diaries.
The Diaries of the Television Dudes. Brought to you by only the finest cocaine wine.
So, Diaries for this week were light for me just because I was so sick.
Let's say you looked like you felt
so
fucking
sick.
awful all week, man. You looked miserable. Like, you kept putting on stuff where you were barely having to pay attention to it.
I put on a lot of Muppets again. What was it? I forget it was Liza Minnelli, but episode or whatever. But like, no, Carol Burnett. So one of them is the Piggy is genuinely jealous of the main star over Kermit. Because Kermit is like,
that's
wow.
Liza.
Liza?
I think that's Liza.
I think it might be Liza Minnelli. But truly is like gonna single white female Carol or Liza Minnelli or something. And there's also one where she sings a whole like I'm in love with a frog song, like sort of thing. And like normally I think this was an original song. Like a lot of times they do covers. And the Kermit comes up like, oh, let me put this to let me settle this for all once and for all. I will never ever be with you. And just harsh, and it just reminds me that what we've lost in
the translation over the decades.
What I think of Kermit, and Kermit is not a sad sack to me. Kermit is a very angry,
exasperated,
and and puts up with Piggy because she is the star,
right?
And in a way that if the sexes were reversed, it'd be unbelievably uncool.
The sad sack that's running the network on the local news network on His and Hers.
Yes,
that's like she shows back up after a year, and he's like, I should not rehire you for any reason, but you deliver.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, that. She is basically the star of the show, and Kermit has to have the show go on.
Right.
So he says no pretty emphatically a couple times, but also he puts up with a lot more before he says no.
He's in a bad relationship with the idea of this show.
Yeah,
the person that Kermit can't quit is this stupid fucking show.
Is the show? Yeah,
he knows it. Like, this is going to kill me.
And he can handle Piggy, really. Right. Like, he just this show is going to be the thing. I know that for whatever reason later we add in the romance part of it to when they add in the romance part to the Muppet Caper or the other adaptations they do, like Muppet Treasure Island. I don't mind that so much because it's them.
They're playing roles. I cannot explain how it is the Muppets.
It's such a dumb split felt hair, and I know people are like, "What is the difference?" Like it's
because he's Bob Cratchit. There, he's married to her. They have Tiny Tim.
Yeah, he's Captain Smollett in the other one. Like that's not.
That's why. But Kermit.
But Kermit and Piggy
when they take the costumes off, if she then jumps him, that's assault.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a Neil McDonough thing. Like Kermit will kiss her on screen, but they're not together.
I'm actually genuinely excited to see the new Muppet Show.
Me too. I want it to not suck so bad. God damn it. Actually, it needs to suck.
Well, I mean,
like the Muppet Show they're making needs to be bad.
In the context of the show, it's bad, but it's It's just the
it's like a few years ago when Bill Murray made that Muppet Christmas with no Muppets. It's just humans. It's just sad and terrible Christmas special.
Oh, right. His
But I remember
special.
watching it and going, so if this were meta
Yeah.
and you were trying to do this with Muppets and it came off like this.
Yeah,
would
we
be
now we have
perfect.
something. Now we have something here. Also put a patch of ice in front of the
Right. Every single person coming into the theater should. Yeah. Or is it Steve Martin on the Muppet Show that they finally get and he shows up and they're not doing the show that night?
Oh my, that's such a funny. That's one of my favorite ones. Is Steve Martin, prime time Steve Martin,
like height of his
career, like SNL, like there will be no time where Steve Martin is this big again.
Yeah.
Like, and they come in and he's like, "Oh, sorry, Steve, but we have to shut down. We're actually doing auditions today." And Steve just like, "Oh, I mean, Kermit, that's fine. It's not like I canceled my whole day to be here." And so he goes under different names and just auditions a bunch out of spite. So he's still on the show. He's just auditioning a bunch of his like lesser known talents. Like, "Oh, you didn't know I could juggle, did you?" Like,
oh, that's great. I saw somebody post there's a meme that goes around every once in a while of the only podcast we need is Statler and Waldorf just dunking on stand-up comics. Like they should just go through stand-up comic clips on YouTube and just dunk.
I mean, that's what I think stand-up watching Milton Berle get burned down on the Muppet Show was amazing. Like, okay.
No, I just want Statler and Waldorf to watch TikTok and bag on it. Just
burn
bag on
them.
reels.
So
do you watch anything besides Muppets?
I watched SWAT. There's other movies less. So I watched one it's called Firefight with Robert Patrick.
Okay.
The T-1000 or T-2000, whatever the fuck he is.
1000.
He's the 1000. All right, and the guy from Suits, not the kid, but the
Gabriel Macht, the spirit.
No, the his mentor.
Yeah, Harvey.
Harvey. Yeah, Harvey. So he's the.
You don't remember him as the spirit?
I don't. Wait, he was the spirit?
In the movie The Spirit?
I suppose someone had to be the spirit.
Maybe someone had to. No one saw that. I didn't see it.
Also, he wears the mask the whole time.
He wears the mask the whole time. No, and again,
that domino mask really does work.
Prove to me anyone saw that. It's like Anaconda hitting 100 million. Prove that.
Well, Sam Jackson was also in that. That doesn't count. He was in everything.
In a crazy coat too.
I'm the octopus. I have 8 of everything. That's my thing.
That's my thing.
What?
Things.
I'm gonna wear a big German Nazi outfit for some reason. Scarlett Johansson is also here for some reason.
But so Gabriel Macht and
should we rewatch The Spirit?
No. Please don't do that.
Remembering that movie now, and I'm like, wow, that's fucking insane.
Wash your mouth out with soap. Sure, we'll double feature it with X versus Sever.
Just wipe our memories.
Seriously, it's a nebulizer of an evening. Like, it will wipe your fucking memory. You will not remember watching either of those. It's 4 hours gone.
The movie equivalent of look into this little light, please.
Like, seriously. Like, where were you on Tuesday? Well, I was watching these 2 movies, so my alibi's fucked. All right. He's
plays the trainer for the SWAT team. Has to go to Detroit. LA SWAT leader has to go to Detroit, and oh my god, has to train up a team there, and gets involved with
8 Mile Hills Cop sounds a lot less funny.
Robert Patrick in a hostage situation that goes wrong, and he swears revenge.
Like you do.
It's a pretty straightforward movie. It's nothing really special, but I'm excited for the next one less because there's one I'm trying to watch them in chronology how they came out.
I mean, obviously,
because they're not numbered, so it's harder. So like the years,
you gotta like look up the years.
So 2013, like 2002,
it's like that brings it on.
So 2006 was the SWAT with Sam Jackson, and then it was 2013 for this one, and I think there's a 2018 that is has Michael J. White and Adrian Padalecki.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm into that.
No, I'm
into
down
that.
for that just for the cast. That sounds like a blast.
Yeah, like
Yeah, no, that'll be. I mean, I watched that Wonder Woman pilot. That'll be a train wreck with watching.
hell yeah. I think Pedro Pascal is in that too.
Oh my God.
The pilot, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking
I think
awesome.
so. I haven't rewatched it to see if I know him now. I did not then.
You didn't realize you'd seen him. Like, he's the villain of the Sam Axe movie.
That can't be right.
That's right.
I know it is now, but like that can't be. My brain still like just rejects that fact.
Yeah, Bruce Campbell punches his fucking lights out because it's like, I'm main billing on this, you son of a bitch. Game of Thrones hasn't happened yet. And then I watched Sanda.
I've been wondering what the fuck Sanda was.
So Sanda, it has a subtitle too, but so Sanda is a Japanese anime about a young man stuck in a world where children are no longer born, and I guess it's just called Sanda.
Okay.
Yep. Set in future Japan, where declining birth rates give children a higher social status than adults, so they can get away with more stuff because they're so rare now, children.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, I can see that.
Right, so he's at his own little private school.
It's the opposite of Battle Royale, like trying to pare down an 8th grade to one dude.
Anyway, Santa Claus has been sealed by a curse, leaving Christmas a legend. Sanda Kushige realizes he has a connection to the mythical Santa.
I'm sorry, we started from Children of Men, and then we threw on that Santa's real
Hell
and is
yeah.
imprisoned.
Hell yeah! So
I love this left turn.
So check this. Not only is he's not really imprisoned because the Santa is a state of being. So, Sanda Kazuki is actually one of the last
He's like
last scion.
Okay, he's the Humperdoo of Santa.
Yeah, he's a descendant of Santa.
Ho ho ho.
And so he doesn't like to wear their outfit, their school outfit, because it has red on it. And apparently, when he wears red, he can transform. Like if he wears a red coat, he can transform into Santa, Santa Claus.
Okay.
And so that's like he comes into a big buff guy, but he has white hair and things, and loves loves giving gifts to children and stuff. How they confirm it is that the one girl thinks one crazy chick thinks he is a descendant of Santa, wants him to help figure out a missing child's case because her friend went missing, and so she's like, oh okay, give me that. Hey, do me a favor, give me that eraser. And he hands her an eraser, and his heart starts to clench. Oh God! And he starts to transform, like, aha, because you gave a child what they wanted. And I was like, what? Because you asked for an eraser and you gave a child what they want. That seems
tricked Santa into giving a gift, which triggered the Santa transformation.
Also, that seemed arbitrary. Like that seems like. And so transforms him to that point. Also, he can transform back if he eats sweets.
Okay.
If he eats so
like eating the cookies
without any the less
nutritional value.
The less nutritional value it has, the better he has to transfer. So he has candy he can transform back out into.
Or just like Dale's pocket sand in King of the Hill, but he's got pocket sugar.
The lore of this is so insane and weird.
I love this Ranma 1/2 fucking Santa Claus bullshit.
He also can summon skis out of his feet that are blades that he uses to fight with, okay, swords.
Okay.
Also, there's
Does he have reindeer?
I'm not sure. I haven't gotten
Not
that
yet.
far yet. But apparently, there's a Santa task force that is there to hunt him. Like, aha! I am Santa, the Santa Assault Force, SAF. They have to go after this kid.
Walton Goggins should head this up, because of Fat Man. And just
they have to fight against their headmaster, who is a really old guy that's had a lot of plastic surgery to look young. But only in his face. Like, his hands are ancient.
So the rest of him is Mr. Burns.
Yeah, the rest of him is Mr. Burns, but his face is super young. And
the last human on Doctor Who.
Also, the girl that tricks him out basically stabs him in the chest to see if he heals. Like, just to see, I just want to see what your powers are like. Also, as a test for your powers, I've hit a bomb somewhere, and like this is his ally again. His ally is the one that's
just checking it out,
just fucking
just
him,
testing it,
just testing it out, but also is seriously there's a bomb upstairs. Also, her friend shows back up at some point, having gone through puberty, and like because kids are so repressed and want to stay kids so much longer, they go through puberty all at once,
like in a like.
Yeah, and all of course these two they both were into each other beforehand, but now really are into each other with all the hormones raging, and that feels like what the innocence of it is. And also Sanda has a crush on her, even though obviously he's barking up the wrong tree. But he also, when he's Santa, he is immediately, ooh, no, I'm an adult now. That is gross.
Awesome.
And he, as a kid, he can't reconcile the two of like, but I'm also 90 years old, I think.
Man, I kind of love like Shazam having a big problem. Like, that's pretty great.
That Billy Batson gets hit on. She get hit on more.
Yeah, I may have to check that out. That's great.
In a way that Mary Marvel has a way worse problem.
Oh, right. Like no sympathy. Like shut the fuck up, Billy.
Man, I'd transform back right now if I wasn't pretty sure that would be a turn on and not a turn off.
She's broken up with at least one dude.
Ah, gross.
That took a turn.
What Santa pedophiles did you watch this week?
God. Well,
sorry, not pedophile. I didn't actually. He's very stoked.
Very much
that.
no. Yes, it's magically not. Let's see. So I watched a bunch of Lucifer, which remains a silly, cute show. I had forgotten that at one point. So in like the whole second season's about his mom, who's the woman in red from Battlestar.
God damn it! I just saw her in Primitive War.
Trisha Helfer, I think. So.
Yeah,
she's fucking great. She's always fun to see on any show.
You always love a show because the main thing on what I remember from season 2, and I'm not sure if she was a fan of it or not. I know when Starbuck really doesn't like the sexualization of a female character. What's her name from that show? But the whole idea of Lucifer's mom is that she's trapped in this body, human body, but the body is super hot.
Yeah.
And like that she never stops mentioning it. Like,
no, and she hates almost everything about humanity, and sex is fantastic. Like she's immediately like, no, have you guys done this?
I do understand.
You done it though?
You understand that this body has legs for days, but
yes, I'm told I am incredibly hot. Yeah. No, she very much enjoys being.
There's always, and I always wonder,
and they keep doing the like every time she walks into a room, whoever Lucifer's hooking up with is like, is this your sister? Because I'm not into it. Nope, that's my mom. Oh my god.
But also, wait a minute, aren't you the same age?
Well, yeah. Like one woman finally stops and like, I'm just gonna say it. You look fantastic. But yeah, there's the body can't contain her being God's ex.
Sure,
like, she's a goddess, and so the body's slowly breaking down. And a guy gets normal human to not knowing who the fuck she is, stabs her.
Oh, right.
Which she would normally heal. Like, it's not going to kill her or anything, but it pops a hole in her in the vessel in the middle of her belly. And when she covers up the wound and takes her hand off of it while the guy is still standing in front of her, and it just burns him alive. In a really great effect for a Fox show. Well, he hits the ground with just the front half of him burned away, still bubbling.
Well, I mean, the celestial beings really shouldn't spring a leak.
And that's what, and she's like, and then just God bless her, just great acting on her part, just looking around the office like, fuck, and like pulls her phone. Hey, this is Charlotte, whatever her human name is. I need a favor. I got to get rid of this body. Like, it's definitely, and also the second season introduces their forensics girl who's fucking great. She's
is she not there until the second season?
End of the first season.
Lopez?
Yeah, Lopez. She I think she appears in the first season, but she really becomes every episode into her own. Like, she's so good at her job.
When is it revealed that Death has been her bestie for a minute? Like,
that's like later, but also I love Mazikeen not dealing in season 2. Mazikeen has a really hard time with admitting that being on Earth is affecting her. Like, she has friends now and likes people and doesn't like any of that for herself.
Mhm.
And yeah, I know later on the show makes some choices that just out of the reality of actors getting older and stuff. But like right now, Mazikeen is just a psycho and is a blast. Also watched the Stranger Things doc, which was about the last season, which was fun and infuriating.
Well, I mean, if they're going to do a documentary about anything, it should be the last.
Yeah, and it's cool. I watched the first half of it and then waited a few days to watch the last half of it.
Probably like the Harry Potter kids. They're all like, man, we grew up with this show.
Oh yeah, the kids talking about like all of that stuff is great. There are times in the writers' room where they're talking about like the problems of having to write it right now, like while they're under the gun, and I just want to scream and throw a thing at the TV of like, no, you've had
so long.
I know that's not the reality of how these things work, but it feels ridiculous that they didn't have more time.
When you were in COVID, or like no one was keeping you from your laptop.
And speaking of last seasons, I also watched the last 10th season of Queer Eye, which is exactly the same as all the other seasons of Queer Eye. It's exactly as charming and fluffy. It's exactly the kind of stuff Netflix releases in January, Marie Kondo style, and it sparked joy. I would recommend it if you've ever liked Queer Eye. Watching them get weepy about the final season and like every week, like, is this something they've done before? Like, you can see them like, well, no, we've done I don't know, this guy lives on a houseboat. Have we ever done a houseboat? Holy shit. We've never done a houseboat. All right, we're on. Like,
they got a little
like you can see them each week of like, is there something new about them? It's been 10 years. Is there something new about this one?
Oh shit.
Just another bitter thing. Oh, all right. Also watched an old 80s movie that I grew up loving, Eddie and the Cruisers. Has an incredibly young Joey Pants, so he's, just a little bit bald. Young Joey Pants is still an old man.
Joey Underpants?
Yes, Joey Underpants. I love Eddie and the Cruisers. It is definitely part of why I fell in love with fake bands and fake like meta music inside media and stuff, because the entire soundtrack of this movie is, they do a couple of covers, but it's a shitload of original songs for no good reason. Like, instead of having other music of the era and then blending this band in, the entire soundtrack of this movie is the fake band. And all of the movie is their kind of journey leading up to their James Dean death of their lead singer in a car crash where they never found his body. And so like there's a 20 years later news story of, well, let's go with the hook of maybe he's alive. And all the rest of the band's like, cool, that's not really funny. Like, he's an actual friend of ours, and that's a fucked up time in our lives.
What the fuck? Yeah.
And so it's the band members kind of reminiscing, liking it more or less. Joey Pants really wants basically the rights to the lost album they didn't put out, and is working an angle a little bit. Just movie I grew up on. I have it on VHS now and enjoyed watching it old school style. And then I think that brings us to the last desserty thing on our menu.
Well, I mean, I did watch the latest episode. I just got off watching the latest episode of The Pitt. I don't think we talked about Ep 2 or not. The Pitt's a weird one to do every week for dessert.
It is.
But I do like it.
But I'm going to be watching it every week. But also, it doesn't, each hour, man, yeah.
Well, watching a lot of setups for like this week, I've finally learned that the girl is actually not being abused.
Right.
It's I forget what complicated name they have it, but she has like a anemic kind of thing. Like she has a low platelet count, which
is just making her bruise.
Which is just keeping those bruises around forever.
And I think they even put that out there of like, look, we don't know yet. There's a couple of things, but either way, if she's bruising like this, we got to check her.
Right. Well, that what's her name nurse?
Yeah.
Doesn't like that. Like, immediately doesn't like.
Does
that
not like that dude. Yeah.
And he does seem like he's putting a lot of pressure on that girlfriend immediately.
Right.
He doesn't seem like the nicest dude or whatever, but I'm like, yeah, but he doesn't seem like, I don't know, to me it was the having limited access to childcare, like, oh, okay, she's acting reserved, but also I don't not believe her when she says that she doesn't get hurt for punishment.
I think you are one ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
Pitt comes out It's not their Sunday night show.
I'm on ep 3.
Okay,
so.
I think I've only watched the first 2.
Right.
So you're a little bit ahead of me because I think it comes out Thursdays.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I don't know why it's not their Sunday show. What is their Sunday show right now?
Probably Game of Thrones. The fucking.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's
the
so
Seventh
weird.
Kingdom.
Yeah,
whatever the one it's called. The night one.
I would put the one with jokes on Thursday. I mean, I guess Pitt's got some jokes, but
yeah, the
Gallows fucking humor.
Yeah, but last episode, Ep 2 was basically the highlight of that was the fucking kid just bolting out.
Yeah.
This one has new people come. I like that. Like watching it week to week is a treat again because like, oh yeah, you forget when there are people that come in and out. They haven't been here the whole time.
Yeah.
There's a car accident. Guy on a motorcycle without a helmet on basically just comes in. No pulse or whatever, got a fucking hole in his head. You can see his brain, and like, he's like, and they check his wallet. He's like, oh, he's got his safety certification for his motorcycle, and he's like, just like you, Doc. What's his name? That's about to go on a motorcycle trip, and like, yeah, but I also wear my helmet. Like, it feels like everyone's trying to like get him to not go on this trip.
Yeah. And also I'm pretty sure that it opened with him on a bike. That first step when he's riding up to, I don't think he had his helmet on then.
Oh man,
I think he was right because both Fanny and I were like, "It's making me tense just watching."
Yeah. The couple that hit that motorcycle guy come in and they got injuries, and one of them can't move. Turns out he has some sort of weird periopotassium paralysis.
Jesus.
She mentions like we were going on a trip. I was bugging him about it. We had a fight about it. That cannot be the last thing that we fight about. Him. For the love of God, please save him. And so they get him stabilized and like, oh, can I talk to him? And like strokes on his face. And then she passes out and she's got like a huge bruise on her side because no one checked her out. And like she's got internal bleeding. Yeah. So she has to go up to surgery.
Fuck.
And he wakes up and he goes,
that can't be the last
This is all my fault. I've been stressing about work. She forced me to go on this trip because of how much I was acting out. We had a fight. That can't be the last thing. Like,
fucking terrible fucking car wreck of the Magi.
And he's like, "Is this how it works? Like, where you think things are important, and then you get here, and like and Dr. Robbie is just like, yeah, that's how it works, man.
What we see all the time. It makes us weird people."
I love. There's a new Jewish woman that is like a burn on her leg, and she comes in because of a firecracker scared her. She was at the monastery in 2018 synagogue in Pittsburgh when that fucking shooting happened at the synagogue, and like, oh shit, she wasn't there while the shooting, she went in after, but apparently when Dr. Robinovich comes in, like, Robinovich Jewish? You got it in one. Like what synagogue do you go to? Like, it just...
That's great.
And just immediately compressing him on questions.
Right,
and
right.
Like, well, he's... well, he's... You married? Yeah, you married? Well, he's actually going to be leaving us soon. Where? It was like on a motorcycle trip. Trip? You do not go there on this. You're a middle-aged man. You go on motorcycle? What are you, 50-ish? Ish.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to have it back week to week. And I'm also, same as season 1, I know that there's a moment coming in the season where it all piles up and you start knowing everybody in the hospital and remembering people. And
they're already getting...
What about Other Groom? You forgot about that dude.
They already got some sort of priority thing coming from another hospital that had to shut down. They didn't give them details on why. There was a power outage, maybe understaffed or whatever.
But they're catching their overflow now.
But they're catching their overflow now, and they don't know for how long and how many. And of course, one of the security guys, just like the ambulance last season, is like, how long? Like, how long, why, and how many? Well, that sounds like a betting pool to me. We are back, baby.
Oh, yeah. Man, they're betting on where they'd catch that. Yeah. Well, you want to move on to Fallout?
Fallout!
So, I am so sad with we've got to be getting into the last couple of 2-3 Fallouts here. This season has just flown by, and you'd mentioned it. I would have thought that this season would have been more about, like you said, like, holy shit, we're already having Lucy and the Ghoul hang out. I thought we'd go longer before we paired them up. But then this season has been so much about, like, Lucy learning with the Ghoul really who she is in the Wasteland. Not a Wastelander, but not a Vaulter. But then also, I like it coming to a head that previous episode of him betraying her.
Yeah.
And showing the growth being that, like, I'm sorry, it's my wife and kid. This has been the plan all along. But I'm surprised I'm actually sad about it.
Right. Like, he does not feel great. In a way that that before all this started, he would have fucking turned on her, shot her in the leg, and, like...
He was cool with starting this entire plan because he knows the ending of it's going to be pretty easy for him. He's done it before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he's outlived everything on Earth at this point, basically, unless you've been cryo-frozen.
Right.
But her booting him out and onto that post,
Blam!
And then him spending fucking like most of this episode on it, with me going, I think he's really gonna have to wait till the blood dries and try to climb him and
climb off that thing.
But I didn't anticipate while fighting going feral.
Yeah.
And that he almost does it.
Yeah.
And then slides back down again, and we get the craziest, even crazier than the Dark Claws.
Super Mutant.
I haven't played the fucking games, so I don't know what the shit a Super Mutant is.
Well, so Super Mutants are just another kind of like, so they're also kind of ghouls, but they are specifically designed to be weapons. Like, they were made by one Vault to be, like, ghouls are kind of an accident. Super Mutants are on purpose, is kind of how I would put it. But they are meant to be bigger, stronger. This one, I think, is what we call him, the Super Mutant, SM. You find him at, I think, Fallout 3, and he has a big old chain gun, and he's basically an ally you can hook up with, and he is fucking awesome. Fucking tank, great rate of fire, just like, he's just, I think you get him near endgame or whatever, so you can't use him a whole lot, but he is, and also he is a friendly dude. He is, it seems here that he's got a chip on his shoulder, so I'm like, oh, maybe this is a different Super Mutant. But it is Ron Perlman as the Super Mutant, which is another level on it, because Ron Perlman has been the voice of
that's
Fallout
what I didn't
games.
realize was that Perlman is the narrator of the Fallout games.
Yeah, he has been for a minute. I think up until Fallout 3 at least, and I think that I don't think he got a hefty payday from the Fallout franchise until Fallout 3, and then probably this. Because I think, like, early days, I don't think he got shit for playing or voicing Fallout.
But I love that connection, the meta-ness. Fallout, again, continues to know what to do with its game property in terms of its show. But also, I just love that there's that the Ghoul is meeting, like, the bigger, older version of him. Like, there shouldn't be a still sentient... He's an asshole, but he's just a person. He's just immortal and ghouly. And now we've got a Super Mutant that seems to have retained his humanity in some degree.
Right.
Like, having a chip on your shoulder doesn't make you not human anymore. Like you got enemies. I get that.
No,
you want vengeance. That's being a person.
That's Super Mutant in Fallout 3. Like, they know exactly the range on when you usually shoot people, because he says, "Hey, how's it going?" right before you get in range. Like, oh, nothing. And you put your gun behind your back. like nothing. I definitely wasn't about to fucking shoot you.
Right.
Because I haven't, because it kind of makes you go like, shit, how many other ones have I shot?
And then we watch him fucking, I didn't quite follow this. We watch him stove in. Like it looks like he.
Yeah, just on a radiated egg thing that you just, here, don't try not to squirm, it'll slow the healing.
Yeah. And then leaves the Ghoul because he's got that fucking hole in the middle of him. I love that uranium, just straight up pure uranium, just heals Ghoul. That's how irradiated. He just is radiation.
Yeah.
Which to me means that hanging out near him in a like, hey, Dr. Manhattan, you caused cancer in 3 of your previous lovers. Like, there's no way hanging around the Ghoul is cool. You know?
Yeah,
like,
long term.
Like when I say he's rad, did you say rad or rads? Yeah, I'm gonna be sad when the season's over. I'm so glad there's already a third season on.
Well, even the I would actually just like the non-Fallout elements of this. Just the past elements are compelling, because his argument with his wife, on just finally confronting her about we need to talk about your thing, and his story about proposing to her on that beach with seagull shit.
Yeah, no, that was such a cool little specific thing where he's like, I'll never forget what that sounded like when I knelt down in it. There's seagull shit on everything.
And what I keep wondering is were you a monster back then?
Right.
Or did you become a monster along the way? Because I know you're a monster now.
No,
like, and just because she tries to fucking justify it in a way that...
Yeah. Well, and I get that she knows now she's lost control of this idea.
And if she ever had control to begin with.
But she never had control to begin. And it was a fucking monstrous idea to start with. When she's in that meeting room and realizes that, like, they're just casually, you know, and obviously that's going to take 5 bombs and more bombs for this. And,
we think our marketing department would, and like, who are they? And I was like, oh, I didn't realize this took place before the meeting from the first season.
Yes.
They're going to market this to the heads of the industries.
Yeah, because she's basically seen the light and then gets threatened by Michael Emerson.
Well, because all these people, like all these advertising people, are marketing the end of the world, like in a way that, like, Don Draper has an episode where he like has to put a good face on fucking nuclear fallout. Right. What the fuck?
Duck and cover. Yeah.
Like, what are we? So those advertising guys, where are they? Because they know that this is coming, right?
Right,
like,
right. I don't think they kept the marketing department.
Like, why would you, right? Like, it doesn't seem like...
I don't think those guys made it to the special vault.
Well, after they sell the apocalypse, what's their fucking job?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like they...
And then
if I'm them, I'm doing a bad job on purpose, because I know I don't survive the actual thing if this sells.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to wherever the fuck this rest of this season goes. I'm actually happy not playing the game because I keep getting surprised.
The fucking handcuff, the suitcase handcuff.
How have I not seen that in a show before?
Because it's got the extractor in it,
so
not
Kyle
the
MacLachlan's
thing.
got the thing buried in his neck.
Yeah.
And the suitcase handcuffed to is just if you cut his hand off and stole that like you would in any other movie, you'd only have the extractor and not and you, goddamn it, you know that's what I would assume.
You know that's what that's for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good. And I love that his wife is like, no, I know what this is.
It's like you said, it's almost out of character for how slick it is versus Volt Tech. Because most of their shit is dumb.
It's how you know it's some kind of combination of 2 companies.
Yeah, it's Robco and Volt. Yeah.
All right, well, let's move on to talking about His and Hers over on Netflix.
Hers.
Oh, before we get to that, I forgot. I need to tell you all about the Patreon. At Patreon, or Patreon as the kids call it, .com/TV Dudes. You can pay $1 an episode and get bonus content every single week.
Like what?
This week, we watched Ralph Fiennes. We watched him absolutely kill it in the Bone Temple. 28 years later, the Bone Temple is fucking awesome. No spoilers here, but you should go see it right now. We'll wait. All right, now that you're back, wasn't that fucking great? Come over to Patreon, patreon.com/TV Dudes, and listen to us geek out about it. It's amazing. And we have a blast. And now let's talk about His and Hers.
All my life. They found a body. Let me take it as a field reporter.
It could be nothing.
I think we both know it's not nothing.
And I don't want the world to know.
Woman's died. But right now, we can't give you any more than that. That's all we got. Thank you.
Detective Harper, is it true you knew her?
Jeez, what was with that reporter?
It's my wife.
So, we got any suspects?
Stop.
Persons of interest?
Hey, Anna, how you doing? You doing good?
Yeah, good, Jack.
Good. It's really great to see you.
The killer usually knows their victim.
You stabbed 40 times? That's premeditated. It's personal.
One of us might know who the killer is. The killer could be in this very room.
I didn't hurt her, Anna. Do you know who did it?
I didn't do it, if that's what you're asking.
Who's and whose?
Yes,
Hers,
both of them,
him.
actually. So we've talked about Heated Rivalry, which was more of a his and his situation. But this one here is His and Hers.
And Hunting Wives, which is Hers and Hers.
Hers and Hers. This is an American mystery thriller limited series starring John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson. It's an adaptation of the 2020 Alice Feeney novel of the same name.
Okay.
Premiered on Netflix January 8th. I believe this is currently Netflix's #1 show. Mm-hmm. I didn't know a lot about this other than Bernthal and Thompson, which are both pretty consistently fun.
Those are two pretty good reasons to watch
anything.
Yeah.
Right. And, I'm a sucker for a crime series, and clocking in at 6 episodes is like, man, we're off to a promising start. Mm-hmm. But you watched this one first, and that's how we kind of landed in on our bye week here.
Well, I just threw it on because, like, I knew I was going to like these actors, and I'm here hoping what it looked like, and I was just hoping, since it was Netflix, I was just kind of hoping, like, maybe we'll have another Hunting Wives.
Right.
And I'm going to say this in the best possible way. We do in the way that this and Hunting Wives feels like those shitty novels you buy at airports.
Yes, Hunting Wives, I believe, is also based on a novel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is
trashy,
the trash I want, man.
Trashy novel, and I mean that in the best possible way.
Right. Reading this novel smells like suntan lotion. Like you're by a pool.
Yeah.
Like you can feel the plastic of the chaise lounge.
Yes. Smells like suntan lotion and chlorine.
Right. And so you tore through it, and so did I. I watched this whole thing.
It is pretty easy to let ride into the next episode.
I got all the way through the first 4, and then I think I ran out of time watching that sitting, and then had to finish it up a little bit later. But basically just watched it straight through in a day.
So imagine it's Hunting Wives, only Malin Ackerman is now Tessa Thompson, and Brittany Snow is John Bernthal, basically.
Yeah.
Not to the exact same extent. They're supposed to be slightly better characters, but that's the relationship, is that Tessa Thompson seems to be the kind of bitchy dominant one in the relationship.
City doesn't like this small town bullshit.
But a lot of this show is made up of them screaming at each other.
Oh my gosh.
Like yelling.
So it's set in Atlanta, well, near Atlanta. Dahlonega.
Dahlonega.
The small Georgia town nearby. So Anna, played by Tessa Thompson, is a former news anchor living alone after withdrawing from her career and personal life. That's a fucking nice way to put that.
That's a charitable way to put that.
Meanwhile, her still husband, not divorced, John Bernthal, plays Jack Harper, who is the county sheriff, the detective who is investigating the murder that we open with. And man, we open on a corpse on a car, like they can all start.
Yeah.
It's a fun body. And from the jump, they both seem suspicious. They both have too much tie to this body. They're both doing like he, as the investigator, is doing things to try to slow up, because he's realizing real quick when they find the body that, oh shit, I slept with her last night. Mm-hmm. Like she's still where I left her.
Right.
Like alive, like where I left her.
Like got killed right after. Like, and like I was down the street, and she's come back to her reporter career like the day that this has happened, which is also the anniversary of her child's death. We learn later is that they've lost a child, and that's why she was gone for a year. But so when I watched the trailer for this, I was like, oh, okay, so a couple kind of suspect each other of this crime, and that's what I thought.
That's what I thought it was. That's how they described it.
Didn't realize that Tessa Thompson has she's been gone for a while.
No, they're incredibly estranged. There's a reason that there's enough space in their marriage to both think that the other one did this.
Well, when it starts to reveal exactly she's been gone for a while. Oh, no, it's more than just been gone. She comes back to her work, and they've changed security passes on her.
This is a year out.
This is a year out of date. And she comes back to wait, you just disappear, and maybe being a reporter as high as she was, maybe it's different, but
you can, over the course of the series, you can see her boss doesn't like her, but knows that she's effective.
Yeah.
And is like, son of a bitch, you're back. If you can do it.
Right. If you still got what you had before.
My immediate vibe was oh, you're a guy who's used to employing horrible people.
Yeah.
Like using horrible people.
Yeah.
Because he is. Oh my gosh.
Because she disappears.
I mean,
for a year.
Just
drops everything.
No call, no shows her whole life
From everyone.
From everyone. Her mom doesn't know
mom,
where she is.
Her husband, like, in
her detective husband is fucking looking for her.
Loses his job,
police job in Atlanta.
Because he won't stop looking for her.
And he points out to her at some point that means you were actively hiding from me. Because like I'm good enough to have found you if you weren't trying.
Right.
And like, yeah, it's.
And knew what that would do to me. And like.
By the end of the series, neither one of them are particularly the best fucking people. But man, from the jump, it is really hard. I understand eventually why Tessa Thompson needed to bug out. Like I get needing a year. And I get even being in too shitty a space to do it nicely or take care of it. Like we both had mental health issues where we just fucking vanished for a second and you didn't have the capacity to formally announce to everyone that you'd be withdrawing from,
Right.
That said, you can't be a dick about the ramifications of having done that to a bunch of people.
Right.
And she very much is at the very start in a way that he doesn't ramp up to until maybe Ep 5. By the time Priya is putting the murder board together and all the other cops are like, no, that makes sense. And he's the one in the room going, well, I understand.
Yeah.
And like,
no, he's so involved in the crime that it puts him more in the immediacy of it.
Right.
Like, oh, okay. So in this investigation,
she's less likable and he seems guiltier.
Yes.
In the first episode?
Yes.
First few episodes?
Mm-hmm. That's where like he has to seem more guilty to equate to her unlikableness.
And because this is a job I can't stress enough that she no call, no showed and lost, but which she takes so core to her identity that she's just the nosy persnickety. You can see the enjoyment on her face when she rat fucks people on information.
Mm-hmm.
Like she likes it. There's a moment during the town hall in like the middle of the series where they make him the cops want to get ahead of this or whatever, and they make him do a press conference, and he's like, we don't know anything.
Yeah, like
you do not want to open this shit to questions right now.
She should not be doing that press conference.
You can see that all of this is her orchestration.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of it. And you can see her just standing back and enjoying the chaos of it. Like
and then she comes at the end of it like, oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, having seen many of these things, I just want to tell you, you should be afraid. The murderer could be any one of you.
And it's in a baby, like she's just pro at it, where he feels amateur.
Yeah.
But he does a similar thing to Priya, his second in command, who's a cop from Boston that doesn't know our small town ways. Mm-hmm. And he sends her up at the crime scene. Obviously they've cordoned off this crime scene where this body is in the woods, and they've got press just fucking pushing at the tape to take photo, like go up there and clear them out. And she's like, I'm pretty sure I can't effectively do that, but okay.
I mean, look at me and look at you, and
so
see
she's just ineffectively like, hey, don't film that. We're doing blah blah blah.
Yeah.
All so he can walk up behind her and like, all right, folks.
Well, I got this all handled. And
the look she gives him it like says all of it. Just like, man, I don't hate you and I can work with you, but that's a dick move.
Like you're going to complain about this later that I couldn't get this done, even though we both know exactly what just happened
this
here.
This was a setup, you dick. Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I do like, I do feel like the show parallels her terribleness and his terribleness pretty well. That said, man, she overclocks in a way that really rubs me.
When she comes back and she's mad that because he slept with the victim, right?
Yes.
And it's revealed later that she's known since Jump that he's done that.
Yeah.
And so she knows the victim. She knows a lot of stuff she probably shouldn't know. And I do like that she gets him to confirm it before she goes public with that. So she has. It's not just like, how did you know that? Mm-hmm. She has a reason to know it from him.
Right.
She's pretty careful about that, so to not incriminate herself. But she's mad at him, like, because like when they first time he sees her is in a crowd of reporters asking the name of the victim. Did you know the victim?
She asked it because her cameraman is like, you can't have known that, and she's like, that's not what I said. I didn't say that. I said, is it true that you knew the victim?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, to audiences, it doesn't sound any different. She goes, that's why it's a great question.
That's why it's a great question.
She sucks.
Terrible. She sucks.
like she is a muckraker. Like she is, paparazzi. Like she's trying to get a hard copy. Like if it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah, no.
And it makes her, some people point out, You've been gone a year. There's no reasonable expectation from any adult that you should still have your job, much less actually get to be at the anchor desk. Like, Atlanta's a major market. Like, you shouldn't get to be the Today Show for this. But you show back up with a little extra information about the hottest crime happening this weekend.
Well,
did you do this to restart your career?
Yeah, no.
And
well,
she comes not unbelievable.
She comes back and is like, "Oh, give me that death there." Like, well, we don't even know if that's a homicide yet. Trust me, it's fully no. So she's doing the same thing Bernthal, like using insider information with her job. She's just more effective at it. She's way, and it's like she looks at them like, "That's a ridiculous. Is it?"
I mean, is it? You seem... I have not known you long, but
I don't really know you that much, but you seem like you'd do anything to get this anchor job back. When later, that the other woman, what's her name? Fucking...
Lexi.
But Lexi, she's about to...
her job.
She's about to go on to the anchor desk because Lexi is a no-show. And then Lexi shows up just beforehand.
I love that they reveal... because Tessa Thompson complains about that to... granted, she sleeps with Lexi's husband immediately to fuck with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, it's revenge against Bernthal and her at the same time.
And I love that she doesn't even know who Lexi really is at this point or anything. And like, it's just like this. But Porn Stash, fucking Pablo Schreiber is Lexi's husband. And I love that Tessa Thompson complains to him of like, yeah, I drove all the way to Atlanta, got completely ready, was minutes away from being on the evening news tonight, and then Lexi got in. Yeah, she said she forgot her phone. She was at her sister-in-law's. And that would be his sister. And he's like, no, I don't have any siblings.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, maybe she meant her sister. And he's like, no,
she doesn't have any family.
She doesn't have any sisters. And like, you can see Tessa Thompson like,
fuck her.
Fucking bitch.
That fucking...
And like, it's a slick move, Lexi.
Yeah.
Well played.
No.
So good.
That's some petty, like, mean girl shit.
And it is some mean girl shit. So the reason that Tessa Thompson is from this touristy, bougie, fucking small town.
Yeah, they're both from it, right?
They're both from it.
Yeah.
But there's a super nice private school there.
Mm-hmm.
And her mom is the maid of a lot of these families and shit. Like,
worked real hard to send her here to this, and that's how she knows the first victim that Bernthal sleeps with is, and the reason he sleeps with her is that they were friends. Like,
they all know each other. Yeah.
They had a falling out, is what he knows. They had a falling out at some point.
But like, it's high school mean girl shit. Of course, you're not falling out.
One of them seems to be the new headmistress at that school,
Hannah,
and then there's the his sister. Was part of the crew.
A train wreck. Vodka's cheaper than Ambien.
Yeah.
She is hammered all the time.
To basically where
Bernthal really well.
Bernthal's taking care of that kid.
Absolutely.
All but taking care of that kid. And here's why I don't like Tessa Thompson as much is because Bernthal also went through the pain of losing a child.
Right.
And he stuck around and took care of his sister, her kid, and Thompson's mom. She comes back and the mom is like, "Oh hey, how's it going?" And then greets John Bernthal like, "How are you doing?" Like, "Oh, I'm doing fine, Miss Rose, just checking up on you." And then this goes on for a little bit, and then goes on to where the mom leaves the room and comes back for a minute, and then re-greets Bernthal in a way,
greets him, and then in a perfect like. So she's greeted him the first time, asked if he wants some coffee, and started making it. And then when she greets him the second time, she's midway through making coffee now. And it's like, oh, well, I've got coffee on.
I got some coffee on.
And like, oh, God.
That sounds great, Mrs. Rose. And in a way that it's not the first time.
Yeah, you can tell that he's very used to having to do this.
He's pretty used to this.
And she is not. Tessa Thompson is like, the fuck is going on? But she gets mad.
She gets mad and in a way that Bernthal at least stands up for himself a couple times. Is like, you can't get mad. You fucking bailed.
Right. Also, I mean, with marriage, there might be some push he could do, but
that's your goddamn mom.
Entirely wrong. I don't know what he can actually make that.
I don't know what he can make that woman do legally in any kind of sense.
And not even in a like, no, I folded your mom up and put her in a car physically and took her to the doctor. I don't know that the doctor would. If she says no,
right? Well, he's not. He's definitely not probably the primary caretaker of this person.
She's a fucking adult with no mental issues yet.
Yeah.
So, like, if this is your first diagnosis, you're not going to win this fight.
No, you can't. And so, also,
man, Thompson is.
He shows up, and she's having sex with Pablo Schreiber.
Oh my God!
And she knocks on the door, or whatever, and they yell about that later, and it's like, oh yeah, because you waited, and like. and because he slept with the
she throws
victim.
it back and like
fuck you.
Oh my God.
So I was just supposed to wait for you,
Right.
and she says yes.
yeah,
And like
and he's like, great, noted.
like,
All
and
right.
he says like, would it have mattered if I did? Let's
And
say
she says, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. And what's fucked up about that is that she came back because of this happenstance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was the anniversary of the child. Maybe she would have stuck around even without it, but that's no guarantee she would have come out of the woodworks without this.
No.
How long was he supposed to wait? I also agree a year's probably not the longest to like, especially, but it was a person you both knew.
If she had shown up there that night and not seen him fucking the other
I think she
woman,
would have just fucking took it
if
off.
if he'd just been sitting there crying in the graveyard or not been there, would she have, who knows what story she would have told herself and then justified whatever she wanted to do.
Right. Well, the reason she left, it's revealed later, a great
And they have a really heartfelt back and forth. They have great chemistry and energy together. I think.
yeah. Most of the energy and chemistry is from them like, fucking I hate you, but I love you type shit.
Like, they're people that I don't want to be anywhere near either one of them, but they're kind of terribly perfect for each other.
But there's a moment where they're both by a lake, I think, where they really hash it out.
Yeah.
Talking about the baby. And it's revealed that the baby just died of SIDS.
Just SIDS.
And
while her mom was watching her.
Yeah, and it's no one's fault.
And
like,
the baby was a little fussy that night. And so she kind of like nervous mom, but they hadn't been out very
right.
It is a perfect storm
in a way that I'm sure he could have thrown back in her face.
Right.
You said that on a bunch of other nights, and we came back and it was fine.
Right. And like in a way that gives everybody ammo, but it's nobody's fault.
But she says like, I wanted to stay. I didn't want to go out that night, and you knew that. You knew I was uncomfortable, and he was like, "Are you fucking? You are you blaming?
Are
He's
you
like,
blaming me?
You don't think I ever? You don't think I think about that all the time of what it would have been like if I didn't? And I don't blame myself. And she goes later like, I'm not blaming you, and I'm like, yes, you did.
Because twice in that conversation, she flat out, she's like, I'm not, because she cuts him off of like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not blaming you or my mom. But there's a moment later where you can see it in her eyes that the only thing stopping her from blaming either him or her mom, one of the two, is just there's a piece of her brain that knows that that's not fair, but it feels right.
Yeah.
But like it's the only thing stopping her. Like deep down, yeah, you do. You kind of do.
But otherwise, why bring that up?
Right. And that's also the conversation when it clicked that throughout the show, one of the fucking horrible things that she does is anytime they're about to have an emotional moment, she falls into muckraker detective mode. As if it is a white knight armor that she can put on. I'm the only one who cares about truth in the whole world.
Yeah.
And like it's a defense mechanism. It reads as a defense mechanism. And I realized in their
I sure care about truth when it helps me not process a thing I don't want to.
Right. Because the truth of this is messy. It's nobody's fault, and it just happened. A horrible thing happened. There's no guilty party. There's no further discovery of information. There's just sitting with the mystery of why a horrible thing happened to you.
Yeah.
And she can't.
She can't handle it. Cannot handle it.
She just can't do that. And like that's when she flipped out. Where it's
revealed later.
He went through processing grief like a person processes
grief.
A
person does, and in later we'll get to spoiler section. It later reveals some details on why that might have been hard for her to do, and it does reverse justify some of the stuff.
Right, but the order that we get that information makes Tessa Thompson's character puts a little extra zhuzh on the unlikableness.
There's a line
for most of the series.
I forget how the line goes, but he's like, I just wanted to hold you and hold my wife and cry about and he's like, you didn't want to, and she says, you didn't want to hold me to hold me. You held me. You wanted to hold me because you wanted to be held. Like a big accusation.
Right. And he throws back of like, that is not like, fuck.
That is not fair. Yeah. Fuck. And that's I like that he stood up for himself there.
Also at the end of that conversation, he asks almost immediately after that, when she fully caves, can I hold you? And she does want it.
Yes.
And I thought that was an important moment that she takes.
Yes.
Because I was like, she's going to hit you if you touch her, dude.
Yeah. No,
But no, she does.
Whatever she says, she does.
That's actually the only time she says, I'm sorry.
Yes.
But she actually says, I'm sorry to him.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the point. It's like I want to say it's halfway through this show, and it kind of shows that their relationship might be building back toward.
It was from there on. I don't like either of you people, but I don't hate that you end up together away from me.
Yeah, no, you guys can be together. That's fine.
Whereas in the first or second episode, her mom looks at him and goes, "You try harder. You aren't divorced yet." And I was like, "Ma'am, your daughter's horrible. Like, your daughter's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And it's only your memory problems that are making you tell me to be in a relationship with her."
I remember that. Like, well, you just try harder, damn it. And they're like,
have you met your fucking daughter? So her daughter went to a Mean Girl Heathers type school. Which it's always the problem of sending your kids to some fucking great thing.
Right. I realize we're not talking a lot about the actual crime of the show.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. But also the crime is good.
The crime is fun, trashy awesomeness.
Yeah.
But I can't stress enough that there's a lot of whodunit crime shows. Like there's tons and tons of them, and they aren't all fun. This one is a delicious soap opera, Desperate Housewives. Like, I had a blast.
Well, Bernthal starts to impede the investigation in a way that you can immediately track as... and I want to take him aside, and I'm like, do you have a plan to solve this in the next, I want to say, 48 hours?
I kept thinking he would have a plan for how to get the phone onto the corpse in a way that they could then discover.
Right.
No, he doesn't. He's just horrible at this.
No, I'm like...
He's not a great cop, and he's an even worse cover-up man.
Because he can't have he cancels the search on the cell phone location because he knows that's going to show him
that it's in his pocket.
Also, also the phone records because that's going to show his phone.
Right.
Like it's really impedes
the husband going, yeah, she has extramarital affairs. She loves trucks, and like even Pry looks over at him at that point, and like she doesn't know to think of him yet, but like, you got a truck. And a lot of people around here have trucks. All right.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the things too, and like that he recognizes certain things that are obvious that some of the other cops are like, well, I don't know, maybe it was a stranger, like, and it's like no. Crime of passion, 1 or 2 stabs. Someone stabbed this bitch 48 times or whatever. That's intentional. That's fucking premeditated.
Right.
That
even 3 or 4. You might, but like 40?
No, you're wanting to kill this guy.
Yeah.
This chick. I also hey, can you check if he called that phone after we told him not to? And like they have a back and forth about that, and like, well, why would he call that after not to? Wanting to kill that battery on that phone so we don't see what's on it. Like, why would he want to do that? And, and I like that they do seem to have a fun little chemistry. That you'd imagine, like, okay, if she wasn't directly trying to solve this murder in a way that implicated you, you'd probably be better friends.
Right. So Sunita Mani is Priya Boston Patel, the new detective and Jack's new partner, and we know her from Glow, but she's fantastic here. I want more Priya in almost every episode. She can't be anymore in any episode, or she'd solve this crime. But watching her get more and more frustrated is hilarious until she finally just snaps and lays out a murder board in like Ep 5.
Yeah.
That is unassailable.
No,
like to the point that his boss is like, so watch your P's and Q's, but go interview that person. You have 48 hours and then...
But she wants to talk to Tessa Thompson.
Yeah.
Like,
and I like the guy's like, yep, go do it.
Yeah, go do that.
Like, because man, he blows up into like a foghorn leg, like...
Well, in a way that she implicates Tessa Thompson.
Yes.
In a way that she knows that he's kind of involved in it too, but knows that won't fly, implicating him in that boardroom.
And wow, I was thinking through that whole scene that she is really working to not it would be tempting to let his anger blowing up in the room to be like, see, he is also doing something shady, but you will lose all the other cops in the room if you do that.
Yeah. No, she's playing it pretty smart in that whole time.
Like, oh, no. He's obviously a saint. He's a cop, but his ex.
His ex,
oh, yeah.
I
got a bad ex myself.
I mean, you're not really married to her anymore. Do you really know her? Like,
right.
that, all that sort of stuff?
She really plays it up nice.
Unless you know more about this investigation than I thought you did. Like, it's, man,
I'm sad that Poppy Liu, that Hannah gets killed so soon, because she was a blast in this.
She gets him so it gets to a point where she basically just has to draw down on him later in the finale, and he has to cold cock her in a way that I'm surprised. Like, it didn't show her with a shiner later. Like, just fucking.
So the amount of times that I yelled "shoot him" in that scene, like wing him, because she should have, and it's his fault. Like, because he can't explain what he's doing at all. It just looks shady, and when he keeps walking closer and closer to it, like he knows that they've gotten it wrong. And that our new secret, it's actually so and so who's actually so like our Scooby-Doo mystery's coming to a head here, and he's got to like jump in his car and run to go. He thinks save his wife. He's not entirely wrong.
No, he's
but he gets caught in the yard by Priya, and it's entirely like him. He does this character thing of no, I don't have time to explain this to you.
Right.
When like.
No,
man, you have actually said I don't have time to explain this to you 5 times. That time could have been the explanation.
Man, this is ridiculous. Why do you want to stop me just because I'm trying to flee in a bloody shirt in my truck?
Absolutely.
He like just covered in blood.
Covered in blood. Yeah.
Why won't you trust me?
Right. That corpse upstairs that is I didn't do. You got to let me go. Like it's insane. And like she should have shot him by all rights. And he gets close. I was like, don't let him get close enough to you. He's going to, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, I trust he does not say sorry later. I was like, man, sorry for cold cocking you. Like,
man, that's when I knew that like, oh, they are always Sonny Seinfeld terrible and they deserve each other. Because at the end of this, when the crime's all wrapped up, he and Tessa Thompson are like sailing off into the sunset. I'm like, I mean, technically, neither of you did anything wrong.
It doesn't show him.
Feel like
it doesn't show him. I want headcanon. He's a stay-at-home dad now. No way, he's still a sheriff.
I think Boston's got his job, man.
But then again, Den of Thieves, fucking Gerard Butler's still a cop in the sequel. Like, somehow, there's like what?
Fucking small towns, man. Because I at the end of this, I was like, y'all didn't do it. But yet somehow I don't feel like you should get over. You were terrible. I have a weirdly more sympathy for the killers in this show than I do with the detectives.
Well, the whether or not you did it interfering with a crime investigation is still a crime. You know,
right.
If you break out of prison but you're innocent of the original charge, you still get to go. You still get,
as the rookie has taught us.
Yeah, you got time. Tacked on for busting out of prison. That's a crime. Like,
All right. So from here on in, full on spoilers for his and hers.
Is there anything else I wanted to mention? Oh, Pablo Schreiber is. Oh
yes.
He's actually surprising a lot of club for the small character that he plays.
Yeah. But they need a dude who's a big enough actor that you would think, no, he's in here because he's the villain.
Yeah, right. That has more to get across here.
Also, they kind of fool you with the tier of casting, I think.
He has a scene in a bar with John. Maybe I watched a lot of Heated Rivalry.
No, but that was.
But these two manly men of like that are like, oh, you want to dance and like, yeah, let's dance and then maybe kiss a little.
Right.
What? No. What?
Also, I like that he immediately like. Bernthal's trying to give him shit about a previous assault conviction that Schreiber's got on his record, and is like, oh, what? She just goaded you into it. She just, what did you say? And I like that immediately after, they never mention it, and neither of them is sharp enough to catch what just. But he goads Bernthal right after that into like, oh, I don't know, man. How could you just get mad enough to punch someone in the jaw? It would never happen, right? Ask your wife. Bam! And like. Yep, that's how that happened. Also in that scene, the name that he drops for that previous conviction is one of the little ways that the show we've watched a couple things recently where it could have been a very unfair reveal. And instead it actually like, nope, they mathed that out. You actually showed me all of that. I just didn't clock it.
I was genuinely surprised by the end of this how they played fair on the reveal. Like, oh, okay. It genuinely connects, and I wasn't noticing stuff just because that was the intention of the story.
Well, the character that's getting ignored is doing it in a way that they know will go unnoticed.
Well, it starts to, so a lot of the show has some flashbacks to the girls' school, right? And it shows them as the Mean Girls crew that they were. There's a
Tessa Thompson transfers in. She's the new, but she's pretty and can be a mean girl. She's just new and poor.
Also, I'm going to assume she's one of the only black people in that fucking school.
Hear me out. Yeah.
Which honestly gives her a little bit of actual prestige.
Right.
But
she's
also
got
a little out.
Yeah. But she's got to be in their gang, but she's not going to be the leader of that gang.
Yeah.
Then there's the girl they're flat out picking on that honestly, I wanted to grab her and like, what are you doing, girl?
What do you like?
Do not hang out with them.
Catherine? Yeah.
Yeah, Kathy.
And so Tessa Thompson's character goes over to her early in one of the flashbacks to just try and like, oh, let's go sit with her and be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And like it looks like she's not having a fun, like she's like, and one of the other girls comes up with a soda that she makes her drink, and it's piss. She has her piss in it.
Mm-hmm.
Which one, you're not a dude. How did you take that to the side and pee in it?
Work. Why did you do this? Yeah.
I feel like even if I'm a dude, that it's an amount of an easier aim system than like.
It's still. It's so much effort and so gross. What the fuck?
I feel like you didn't have enough time to go and do that in a sanitary location.
And so like that is an insanely mean joke in the middle of a cafeteria.
Yeah.
And like Tessa Thompson does the like, I didn't know
they were going to do that.
These girls, what the fuck?
And it's revealed later that Kathy kind of still hangs with them and is trying to get in good with this group.
Right. Well, they say about like, no, the joke was just to get you to spit it out and say it was piss. I didn't really piss in a glass. That's insane.
Yeah.
Which I believe she did.
Mm-hmm.
My headcanon is that was real. But then they invite her out eventually to Tessa Thompson's Sweet 16 party, which is going to be just some drinking in the woods with the girls.
Yeah.
Only Rachel, one of the first dead body.
So this story gets explained twice.
Yes.
And a key detail is changed in the second telling. When Tessa Thompson tells it the first time, it is the fact that these boys get invited over on the birthday, and they tear down Catherine and basically rape Catherine right there.
Yeah.
And Tessa Thompson and all the other chicks basically watch, like two of them like kind of horrified about it, but not doing anything still. Like
and that's kind of the story of it that we get the first time.
Right. And to me, that says a lot about Tessa Thompson of rationalizing in her mind. She can rationalize being one of the side perpetrators rather than the victim.
Especially knowing that we see Tessa Thompson go through her mom's tape, like find the box of tapes and go through. So she's watched that tape recently or part of it and kept her version in her head still.
Yeah.
Which that's survival. Like that's your rewriting memories, man.
But anyway, Tessa Thompson explains that story, and then we kind of know that okay, if this is a revenge plot and all the people that are dying are involved with this video, then you're by your telling, you're next because you're one of the people that watched.
Because Rachel's dead, Hannah's dead.
So the idea is, where's Kathy? Kathy has the motive now,
right? And
it shows a flashback of her killing her sister, even,
which is
awesome. Fucking cold. Yeah, like loved that. Thought that was cool. And so I was like, well, it starts to like, okay, well, where could possibly Kathy be? And
what's the one character that hates Anna that we don't know who she is?
It's so like if you've watched, you've watched a movie before, like it's.
But also, I don't care. It's what we're doing here. Like
it's insane that you didn't recognize her, and even so that
it makes it hilarious. What was the Get Revenge or
Do Revenge.
Yes. When Maya Hawke tells her of like, man, I told you the entire plan in the car at the start.
I knew you wouldn't, and I knew you wouldn't recognize me.
If you had just recognized me, I might not have done it.
But I knew you wouldn't.
Right. And like, it was that same feeling of like, you know, like I was fully on board with it being Lexi.
Well, Catherine finally drops some weight, dyes her hair, basically, does everything like if you were going to change your identity.
Right.
Changes her name.
Right. Marries Richard Jones and changes her name.
Yeah. And
I have to assume that the A in her middle name is Alexis.
What was it? And so it comes down to, no, wait, she was the news anchor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So she wasn't married to Jones. She was married to Pablo Schreiber.
Yeah. No, that's Richard Jones. That's his name.
Oh, Richard Jones is his name. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's his name, Richard Jones? Yep. And Jack Bernthal's Jack Harper?
Yep.
God damn it. So I love that. Their names are such generic tough dude names.
Yeah.
Rick Harper. Jones. I love that. But yeah, basically at the last minute figures that out because has to go with Pablo Schreiber to her house.
Mm-hmm.
And like, wait, you just have a property out here and you didn't tell me? Like, well, it's actually my wife's. It's like, wait, is she here? Like, yeah, she wants to clear the air. Is that what she said? Well, the metaphor, I mixed my metaphors. She said, bury the hatchet. So Pablo Schreiber's not doing himself any favors with the word choice he's doing here.
No, but there's a moment where Tessa Thompson pulls out a gun on him. And I understand why she's doing it. Like, she's totally right where she thinks the world is.
Right. No,
but his reaction is so, what the fuck?
His reaction is when I knew that there was more going on.
I knew immediately, like, good job, Pablo Schreiber.
Like,
that's why you cast you.
Yeah.
I knew what was happening.
He's genuinely confused.
Nope, there's another shoe to drop immediately.
He doesn't really understand what's going on.
So from there we discover, well, we don't really know quite what's happened. Pariah ends up fucking shooting Lexi from outside. Amazing shot. Like, I love her so much.
Lexi comes down from like tangling with Pablo Schreiber and basically tries to save him as like he's been locked in a thing. And then they do a big cat fight.
Yeah.
Not really even any like cat fight makes it sound fun or whatever. Like they drag out fucking like Tessa Thompson spits out a tooth at one point. Is like, bitch.
Right. And hits her with a fucking
pool ball.
Yeah. It's a little night comes for us. And then in the aftermath of all of it, as like the dust is settling, in a way that you're like your brain's itching a little bit of like, does that lock everything up, man? Schreiber
technically
really didn't seem like he knew what was happening.
Technically, it does, and he could just not have known about
his reaction. Yet I was like, did you sincerely not know
right
what your wife was doing at all, except for him saying that that Lexi's stalker was one of the other mean girls.
Yeah,
but it's small enough that your brain could be like, and cops could be like, those two little, don't worry about those two little things. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's revealed later, because like, okay, well then why was there the text message things they were trying to hide? There's a couple things that don't quite line up, but like, it's lines up enough for them to be done with it, basically. And I knew too of like, by murder rules, we need a speech from the killer of why they did the things they're doing.
And Lexi's gone.
And Lexi's pretty dead for that to
and her
fucking
husband
work.
Clearly doesn't know enough to do this speech.
And not dead in a way that like, aha, I faked my... She gets a bullet to the fucking brain pan.
She's dead. Dead.
But then it's the secondary reveal. So we get to see that story again, but actually from the tape. We're not... So much of this is told from Tessa Thompson's point of view.
We get to see the actual Sweet 16 party tape.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize that Tessa Thompson jumped up and pulled the guys off of Kathy.
Yeah.
And Kathy runs.
And Kathy leaves her there.
And granted, it's the second or third at least time.
In a way that Kathy's still in the wrong because, hey, that person, whether or not they knew about it beforehand, they at the last second tried to help you.
Right.
But also, I also understand that by the third or fourth time they go, I didn't know I was going to do this, it comes off as less believable.
Yeah.
Like,
especially from the other girls, it's not just that they set her up for this; they take payment for it. She takes money off these guys to let her be. It's so fucked up.
So this fucking goes down. Tessa Thompson,
but Thompson, Anna's the one that actually ends up getting raped.
Yeah,
while the other ones sit there and sing "Happy Birthday." It's so dark,
including Bernthal's sister.
Yes, including which I assume that's why Zoe drinks. Maybe she had a conscience somewhere in there.
The fact and like, oh well, they had a falling out. And like, okay, so she doesn't hang out with them anymore, but like, she must see Bernthal's sister every once in a while being married to him.
Right.
Like,
how do you not, like you said, it retroactively explains so much about her bristliness, like why she's like this. It unfortunately, it's after you have already watched her be very hard to like for a little while. But it was like, shit, you've been living with this since you were 16? I bet you are a cold, ambitious, weird.
Well, it's also why she's mad at Bernthal a lot, because like she's mad at the world. Like, well, you didn't want to hold me to help me. You wanted to hold me to help you.
Okay, well, somebody needs to hold you. Can you go to therapy about this, please?
Yeah, and like blaming him, like it's a transactional thing. Like
how dare you want comfort? I didn't get any comfort when you were 16. I think that's the problem.
Okay, we're starting to circle back to it, I think. And like I also hate that like that toxic masculinity crap of like, oh, so if he wanted to be held, that's the crime that he, for God forbid, wanted to be held. But either way, yeah, she thinks like he wants something else out of it.
Right.
And like can't really accept he genuinely wants to be there for her. But so we see that, and how we see that is that the mom is writing her a letter. The letter that Tessa Thompson's been reading this whole time throughout
the whole show.
Yeah.
Like, because I've been wondering every time, like, who this narrator is.
We haven't realized that she's not been, it's revealed that it's a letter. Before she was just talking and like.
And honestly, it was fucking me up because Tessa Thompson's character doesn't really deserve to say some of this. Mm-hmm. So like at the start of these episodes when she's like, kind of, and I guess into town and blah, blah, blah. And I was like...
It doesn't quite sound like her character.
Exactly. I was like, you pretentious... Adding it to her character made me like, I don't know what's going on with you. Mm-hmm. So it really helped me out to find out that, oh, that's not your voice. That's your mom. You're reading your mom's story here. Okay. But finding out that... So the mom figured this out because watching the Sweet 16 tape. Yep.
And so from their point... She
vanished for a year. She went back through all her home videos, and she finally got to the Sweet 16.
So from that point forward, she puts together a very meticulous and well-prepared plan. Awesome. Like, to dismantle this entire Mean Girl group, while simultaneously getting Tessa Thompson back and into Bernthal's arms. And getting her career back, and getting a kid back out of it. Like, to put the family... Like... So not a lot do we see a villain win in the end, or
no, like her whole plan works.
Her whole plan works. Basically, do it with one hiccup that doesn't really matter,
right?
And
she's like, yeah, I just didn't think that the new partner would be such a good shot. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Really thought Lex, and I like that she's like, I was fine letting Lexi just hang for all this. She was going to go to prison,
right?
And that was fine.
That felt fine for just leaving you there. She didn't participate.
She didn't actually like set it up.
Yeah, but
I don't feel bad about it.
So she kills what's her name in the car right after Bernthal, and Bernthal's sister in the tub, and
Hannah,
and basically because she was a maid at the school too.
Mm-hmm. That was she knew how to jimmy all the doors too.
One of the contentious things was like, how do you know the layout of the school? Like, there was no forced entry.
How do you know how to jimmy the doors? Like, well, a lot of the students knew how to do that.
Yeah.
Well, so did a lot of the staff.
Right. And showing that, she's been invisible this entire time.
Yes. And being she's wandering up the street naked. Like, she's wandering near the fucking...
She set up this dementia thing
yes.
way beforehand.
And you realize you have seen it all the entire series, and I also wasn't paying attention to it because sad old lady character, she has all the story she needs to have.
Yeah.
You can write her off, like you can put her away. There's nothing that itches of like, what else is she doing in the show?
Little old me, I'm just. Am I walking down the street naked on the same night of the murder? Well, that couldn't have anything to do to me.
I love that. Like,
I was like,
more than the murders. I like that. That's like the insane risk they show her to, like the mental fortitude it took to like, well, to sell this, I've got to wander naked up the yellow stripe of a highway, and like. Because and everybody's like, you could have been hit. Yeah. And she really could have. But like, you got to sell it.
Yeah. No, and I remember that, like, oh, right, he gets that call the day, like, when the investigation
near the fucking sites and shit, man. Like, it's, you just
don't fucking clock her on it. Like,
and I mean, get away with it. It's so...
Well,
you don't see this.
She also figures out that apparently they... I think Hannah and Hannah and the other one, the first murder victim, Rachel and Hannah figure out about Lexi's killing her sister, and start to blackmail her about that because she's got a success. Like, so that's what the texts are about, and there's some proof of blackmail on there. That's why they don't want the
phone coming out
and everything like that. They even use the word blackmail on there. Fucking dummies.
Oh my god.
But so that is where those texts are from, and she basically sets up the Lexi with some hair and some evidence in the things up there, and kills the Bernthal's sister, and then his niece is right there, what a child to be taken care of, and basically putting there.
It's just ready-made family.
She's pregnant by the end of it again, like putting her.
Yeah, it's all it's all good.
And giving her that letter is also like, hey, so I did all this for you. I'm old. It doesn't say that she's terminally ill, but like,
But yeah, she feels like, no, I'm done.
So
Also,
I'm done.
I just want you to know, daughter, that like the pain you've been keeping since you were 16. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there for you then, but I've done everything I can now.
yeah, in a way that's genuinely insane, and yet when Tessa Thompson kind of smiles and put the
I
letter
think
down,
like that's her mother's daughter, man.
She's totally fine with how
She's
this
good with
played.
this. Yeah, absolutely. It goes to credits with like, I can't believe how much someone just got away with this.
Tessa Thompson's like, well, I wouldn't have killed those people because I couldn't deal with the fact that I was the victim there anyway.
Right.
Like there's a psychological element, but there's a my mom was protecting me
Right.
thing, and also she's not wrong. Tessa Thompson does seem to be a better person around Bernthal just because he that's the one person she lets in. Also, like, she has a family, a whole center, like she has everything she wants, the career, and like everything works here, and that might get into jeopardy because Bernthal can never.
He can never find this out. You got to burn that letter now.
You burn that now because your mom killed his sister.
Absolutely.
Like in a way that
he found the body. Like your mom did that.
That he still doesn't understand, because he asks, like, the sister almost tells him at one point what happened. And that would have fucked up everything.
The whole plan.
If she had told him that Tessa Thompson had been the one.
It's so close to Boston figuring it out too. Like Boston almost gets to talk to the sister.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, it's all going to come apart right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Well, I would highly recommend everybody watch this show. I had a great time watching fucking Sheriff Andy from True Blood be the rich widowed husband.
Yeah, with my prostate, it's about the boner's about probably more miss than hit.
Yeah, I didn't ask to have heart disease. Yeah. He's fucking hilarious.
We had an understanding.
Yeah,
she liked trucks.
His rich guy-ness is really fun. Crystal Fox is Alice, the mom.
Well, he's a rich guy in the southern small town rich guy.
Yes.
Because he owns a chain of pizza stores.
He's like the Papa John.
Yeah. And I'm like, that's a great southern fucking rich guy of like.
Yeah, great to be the pizza king, ain't it?
Great to be a pizza king.
But yeah, I would recommend everybody watch this. I had a blast. You'll tear through it. 6 episodes. It's perfect length.
We'll say, I think we never mentioned it, but Tessa Thompson's southern accent comes and goes.
It does. When she has to do her news anchor voice on top of it, she gets a little British. It's involved.
But also, I feel like it starts off in the first couple episodes, and then I feel like she loses it, or maybe I get used to it.
Right.
But I don't know. It feels a little bit. But
yeah.
Either way.
Yeah. Very fun. Very fun.
It's for him, it's for her, it's for everyone. It's his and hers.
It's theirs.
I would definitely throw this on.
Absolutely.
For a 6-hour watch over maybe 2 nights.
Absolutely.
You'll have some fun.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week. Tune in next week when we talk about Wonder Man.
Yes.
Over on Disney Plus. And until next time, TV Dudes out!
There are 2 sides to every story. Ours and theirs. Yours.
You really think that I could do something like that? You really think it?
Mine. His. And hers. Which means someone is always lying.
Don't put no headstone on